Okay, go back to my okay, you have A, B, 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 C, C, D. The first 64 bit of your uh, addressing for IPv6, this is your network, okay? First 64 bit is always network for your IPv6. So the next 64 bit, it will be your host, no? I give you example. I'm just giving you an example, okay? 1111, another 16 bit, 2222, another 16 bit, 3333, another 16 bit, 4444, another 16 bit, right? So total you have altogether 8. You have 128 bit, okay? This is actually 128 bit. So the first 64 bit is your IPv6. But first 64 bit is a network, okay? So right now you can see you look at the addressing of the PCA. So I go back to PCA again, okay? Show you PCA. In the PCA, you can see you have FE80. Can you see after that followed by 2 colon colon 2 colon 2 colon colon means I come back to you again. Yeah, 1 1 2 3 4 2 colon 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 2 colon colon means this is your this this is your you'll be like that, you know. That means this is FE08. So I'm going to do it for you. It's actually like that, okay? FE 08, FE08. Okay. So it's actually the next one is 0, 0, 0, 0. They're all 0. Just to show you that actually they're all 0 now. Followed by you have another how many bit? You have another 1, 2, 3, 4, isn't it? So actually this is this. I come back to this again. So it's actually FE800000, and then followed by the one that is already shown in the link local on your PC. But I'm using 1112222334444. Okay, it's actually this. I will copy this. Okay, right click, copy. I'll just put it here. Paste. Okay, all right. But you have a 2 colon colon, isn't it? So what is this colon colon for? This colon colon means this one represents 0. So FE08. Now 0 to make it shorter, if you don't want to represent 0, since there are 4 0 there, you can actually make it colon colon. This colon colon shows that in between that they are all 0. So you have 0 0 0. So FE800000 can be represented by 2 colon, and the rest of course follow with what is already inside your PC, but I put 111222344. Okay, so this is your link local, and the other last 64 bit here, 111222344, is actually your if you wonder, okay, I go back to your PCA, okay. If you wonder how do you get this, where do you get this from? 1 1 2 3 4. Okay, this one is actually derived from your MAC address. If you go to your PCA, you do a IP config. Okay, actually this number here is derived from your PCA. Okay, for your information, it derived from a PCA. Yeah. And if you don't believe me, everybody go now. You can see I start from 2D0, isn't it? If you go to your PCA, everybody go to PCA, you look for your let me see. Can I close this now? You look for your command prompt. You do an IP config /all, okay, to take out your MAC address. Everybody, yeah, see where they can get your MAC address. Okay, you look at your MAC address. Your MAC address is actually 0. This is your MAC address now. Yeah, for your information. Okay, you can see very close, right? Do you notice that it's very close to your link local address? But there's some differences lah. Let me tell you the differences. Okay, the differences is the 0 has been changed to 2. Okay, and then they add in between the FFFE in between your FA08. Okay, so they actually derive from your MAC address. I will show you again when I go back to school to show you how they actually derive the MAC address. And then we make it into a link local address. Okay, so this MAC address is actually from your link local address is actually from the MAC address. Okay, all right, just to let you know. Go back to this again. Yeah, okay. your link local address, the host number is actually derived from your MAC address. All right. Okay. So if they ever ask you, oh, how did they get the link local address? Well, they add the FE80 in front, of course, first of all. Number two, the whole address here is actually taken from your MAC address. That's why they have the link local address. Okay, yeah. So something to know, that's the first thing, okay? Just in case they ask you in the exam, how do they derive? They will probably ask you, how you derive this, so you better know, yeah? I will show you again when we go back to school again, yeah? Now I don't know whether you understand. I can't see your expression. No sound also. Okay, so far. So all right, you have the link local address, you have the SLAC, you don't have to do anything, just put automatic will do, that's all you do. Okay, I'll close this. Your PCA is done. I'll move up. I'll move up. So switch has nothing to do. You can see the switch, nothing. If you look at your lab work, the starting there, isn't it? So now I go to my router. Okay, router, you need to do something later on. Okay, the router, you can see the router S001 is connected to router 3 using FC001 to FC002, right? So we're going to put something here. Okay, everybody put something here so that you know, okay, this is FC. By the way, this one I took from here. Can you see a label here? The label, for those who can't see, I put a label here. Okay, click on this, put a label here, FC00, FC00 colon 00 is a network, right? FC00 is a network. The host is 1. Okay, this is, so there's this host number and /64. So the moment they put /64, it means the first field. The first field I put one extra colon. Okay. Okay, your FC00, the first 1, 2, 3, 4, first 16-bit here is your network. Okay, this is your network. This is your network. Your host is 1. Okay, now I'm going to do R3. Go to R3, everybody, key in the number again. FC002. So FC002 colon 2 also
Hold
slash.
on, sir. I just need to do something for a bit.
Oh, okay, sure. I'll wait
Like,
for you.
how do I label it?
All right. How do you label it? Okay. Can you see this label here, Sean? This one.
Yes, but
Okay. Okay.
so
You must click.
I see. I get it now.
You must click on it first. Yeah. Okay.
So
sorry. Mine is wrong. I
see.
got extra 2 here. Yeah. I put a 2. Is it okay? Can you see?
Yeah, I just need to FC002 semi.
Yeah. I do it wrongly just now.
2 colons and what else?
Yeah, 2 colon and a 2. FC FC00 colon 2. Now remember, if the colon represents 0 in between, 0 0 represent all the 0 in between. Okay, yeah.
Okay,
This
let
one
me
represent.
yeah,
it's okay, no problem. No worry. Yeah.
Okay.
One got a message. Yeah. Is it okay?
Yes, everything's working fine.
Oh, okay. Okay. So I've done they're done the labeling here, right? Now we go to FA's PCC. Go to PCC, do the same thing, please. Under the PCC, you are going to do configuration, auto configuration. So change to auto. That's all you need to do. Yeah. Okay. You're ready. Yeah. All done ready, isn't it? Right? Nothing more to put. Yeah. Okay. However, now the network here is FC00. FC00. Over here, the network different. Over here, the network is under the G01 is 2001. So better put it in. Okay, I want you to put in the network here. Everybody click on the label, please. and the label. So on this side, the network is 2001 colon 2001 colon DBA 2001 DBA AC ACAD. Okay, the network is A. Network A, yeah? A. Okay. Colon. Okay. Colon network. So this is a network. The network is 64. 60, same thing. Now you can see the colon. They did not give you the host for you, okay? They didn't give you the host. There's no host. Oops. There is no host here. 2001 DBA ACAD A. Now on this side is the network is A. You can see colon after that, nothing behind, is it? The host is not given to you yet. Okay, there's no host. Why is it there's no host? Okay, why they never put a host? The reason is because they are using what we call a EUI. They call the EUI. I explain what is this EUI. EUI 64. Okay, EUI 64. Now, what is this EUI 64? EUI 64 means if you are using this EUI 64, they call this as an extended EUI stand for extended unique identifier. Okay, for those who are wondering how do you spell that, let me spell that for you. Okay, extended unique identifier. Okay, all right. EUI stands for Extended Unique Identifier. Now, this Extended Unique Identifier, when you're using ipv6, they will automatically create a host for them now. Okay, for a router. When the router is using an EUI 64, when you put in EUI 64, when you will tell them later, okay, doing our configuration later, when you tell them, okay, I'm going to use EUI 64, you don't have to specify what is the host for the router. You don't need to. The IPv6 has this option of when you put this unique identifier, they will create a new host number for the particular router. Okay, that's one thing good about IPv6. IPv6 they can do a lot of things automatically. Yeah. So probably again you ask the same thing. How do you what number are they going to put in? Again the same thing. They're going to make use of MAC address to put into the host later on. Just like just now, remember the PC I told you the link local address. Link local address they also have this what do you call that? They also have this MAC address created, isn't it? All right. So okay, later on they will create this address into the host for the router, the host number for the router. Okay. Likewise, we are going to do the same thing for this site. So you're going to create a label here. For this site, the network is same thing, 2001 colon DB8 colon ACAD colon. You can see this one, the network is not A, okay? On this side, the network is B. Of course, network is different. How can you have an A on the left and an A on the right? Cannot be, isn't it? So on this side, the network is a B. So the network on the right side is 2001 DBA ACAD B, okay? On the left side is 2001 DBA ACAD A. Yeah. Again, we are not going to create host for ourselves, but we use the EUI 64 also. So we're going to use EUI 64. So we will allow this EUI 64 to automatically using the MAC address to create a host number later on. Yeah, same thing. Okay, so you don't have to derive. Later on, when you do configuration, you tell them EUI 64, they will create for you. Yeah. So all done? You understand this? What we have just done or not so far? Question, please ask. I'll stop here for a while. I know a lot to swallow, a lot to singing in. Yeah, anything, please ask. Nothing, sure, so clear. My explanation is so clear. Yeah, anyone want to ask anything? Okay, Okay, can somebody tell me what is the link local address for? In PCA and PCB, there are two link. PCA, there's a link local address, right? PCB also there's a link local address. Right? Can someone tell me what is a link local address for in the PC? For what purpose? The link local address. Link local, can remember the link local? This is a link local address. Yeah. Someone tell me what is the link local address for? It is for you to connect to another PC without a router. If you connect PC to PC, using the link local address, if you ping the link local address for C, C ping the link local address for A, you can see the ping will be successful. Okay, they can talk to each other. Yeah. So the link local address doesn't need a router. I don't have to do anything. I just make it auto or make it even static. Even though I make it static also, and there's no address there. If I make it, even though I don't change, for example, I don't change it to automatic. I make it to static. The A and C can also talk to each other because they don't ping by using their IPv6 addressing. They ping by the link local address. So as long as you have the link local address for both A and C, you'll be able to ping successfully for each other, whether it is automatic or static. And even though there's no address there, they can still ping with the link local address. Clear? Question? Question? Okay, now we have 39. William, if you okay, if you have just come in, remember go to the go to your internet working channel, go to the file section, download the file called 2.2.4.5. Okay, all right. We
Okay.
have done yeah. Sorry.
No,
All
I
right.
just said okay. Yeah.
Okay, very good. Thanks, William. Now, I have not done anything yet. I'm just putting it into the logical topology so that y'all can see what we are doing later on. Okay, all right. It is very important. Set everything right first on your topology, on your logical topology, so that the moment we do, just look at the diagram, you know what you are doing already. Okay, so make an effort to do all these things. I know you spend a little bit of time, but doesn't matter. Spend a bit of time, do it. Yeah. Are you ready, William? William, are you there?
So is it the
Yeah,
2.2.4.5?
yeah, correct.
Okay.
2.2.4.5. You download that one, then you draw this. You create this diagram under your packet tracer first.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. Do you want us to wait for you, William? Give you 10 minutes. Is it okay?
Uh, if possible, yes, thank
Yeah,
you.
okay. It's okay. No problem. No rush. The rest of you, okay. Important that you understand what you're doing. Okay. So try to sing in first while we are waiting for William to do this. Singing what I have just explained. Okay. Your FC00 colon 1 is your host. Colon in between. It means all the zero. Okay. But we know that they are altogether 8 hectare, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But only have two only, I have FC00, there's one, I have one at the end. So in between is all zero actually, all zero here. So you have FC00 colon 0, colon 0, colon 0, colon 0, colon 0, colon 0, and colon 1. Yeah. So in between they're all zero. Yeah. So this is your network. FC00 is a network, 1 is the host. So in this case, I never use EUI64. I put in a 1. I mean the lab use 1, so I use 1. I just follow lah. So in this case, same thing here. The router here using S000, SC00 colon all the 0 in between, and then 2 for this particular router. Remember, for those who just come in, you will not see the serial connection, right? Unless for those who just you're trying to connect, you need to click and change the module. Make sure you put in the module, okay? Switch off your router, drag your serial module inside here, and then turn on the router again. Or else you can't see your S001. You can't see your S000 and S001. Put it on the one on the right. Okay, using HWIC2T. Yeah. Okay, drag in and turn on the router again. All clear? Oh. Okay, yeah. So over here, the one on the left, for this particular network using IPv6, you can see I have no host, okay? Why? Because I'm using EUI64, okay, right? I'm using EUI64, EUI64. UI-64. Same thing here, UI-64. Yeah. You do slowly, you all must understand, right? Do slowly. Don't go and follow and then don't know what you're doing. You just do, you don't know what you're doing on, okay? After I have done it today, I will be posting it onto the YouTube. You can read it, go and read it again, listen to it again. Oh, is it, William? Is it okay, William?
I still doing, Joe.
Okay. Make sure you key in the William. Make sure you key in this, William. Change to automatic. Okay, the PCA. It must be automatic. Yeah. PCA and PCC must be automatic both. Why automatic? Because they're using SLAAC. SLAAC stands for auto configuration. In IPv4 we call DHCP. In IPv6 we call SLAAC. Yeah, auto configuration. So you got to make it automatic. If you're using IPv4, then we say DHCP, isn't it? Okay. Later on, you notice there will be an address here now. Yeah. Okay. Now this link local address, you see here. Okay. This address here, I told you the link local address is actually derived from the MAC address. Then later on, the IP address also automatic. So where they get it from, isn't it? The router actually make use of your link local address. They actually make use of address and then they put it inside here. So they continue, this one make use of MAC address. And then your IPv6 address later on, they are going to put it inside your IPv6 address later on. You'll notice they will add in here using this address here. Okay, yeah. So MAC address create link local address. Link local address create IPv6 address. Maybe you might like to write it down, okay? Right? I repeat, MAC address will create link local address. Link local address will create IPv6 address. So they one create another. Right? This one is your MAC address, all right? From the MAC address, they have the link local address. From the link local address, they'll add into the IPv6 address. They'll add everything inside here. Yeah. So that's how they create. Interesting, right? Okay. In the meantime, I save first. I'll just save this file. I will save as. I will save this as 2.4.5. Yeah. Under I'll save it inside my desktop. So I know. Yeah. Okay, everybody. Happy?
Yes.
Slowly, no rush. Okay. Okay, just a while. We will start on the router, okay? We'll start doing on the router. So okay, click on the router. Everybody click on the router, please. We shall start. Is it okay, William? Can or not? Still doing, is it, William?
Yeah, I'm just going to configure router, I think,
Oh,
for
it
the for the S001.
yeah. Uh, uh, just put in the name only. Just put in the name, the label only. Okay. Just put the label first. We have not done on the physical configuration yet. Just put in the label first.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you're doing the physical configuration. You're faster than us. Is it? Okay. Now this is router number one. Maybe we everybody go to router number one, please. Yeah, router one. William, you can continue. Follow me also. Okay. Follow me, router number one. Yeah. Okay, I'm in router number one. I think you can see. Yeah. Make it bigger. Yeah. Okay, for router number one, we're going to change the name. Go into your enable mode. Okay, go to your config T. We're going to change it to host. Under the host, we change to R1. Yeah, router number one. In router number one, this is not a DCE, so we're not going to do any cloud rate. Okay, in the router number one, we are going to configure G01, this particular here, below G0, this one, okay, this part. We're going to configure G01. Okay, this one, G01. Okay, G01 is here on the left side. Okay, configure G01. So everybody interface G01. Yeah.
So where
Okay,
can I get to this interface on the router?
say again.
So where can I get to the CLI part? Oh wait, never mind.
Oh, okay. Can see or not?
Yes, I can see.
This one. CLI is here. This one.
Mm-hmm.
Got it?
Yes.
Sean?
Yes.
Maybe I cover this one first. Yeah, I cover the right side. We're going to key in the IP address, right? Just like IPv4, the moment you key in your interface, you key in the IP address, isn't it? Okay, before you even key in the IPv address, you must tell them, okay, this is going to be okay. Exit for just one exit first. Just move up one step up. Now your router, remember your router is actually IPv4 configured default. Okay, so you must tell them you're going to do IPv6 routing. So you must tell them this is going to be an IPv6 unicast routing. Unicast UNI that everything will come out. IPv6 unicast routing. Yeah. You must tell them that you're going to use IPv6 or else they won't recognize. Okay. So go back to interface G01. Okay. Right. Go back to this again. All done. Now, under IPv4, we say IPv4 address, right? But IPv6, you must tell them this is IPv6 address. Okay, must tell them this IPv6 address. Now, on the left-hand side is 2001 colon, the network is DB8, right? DB8. If it's not capital, actually it doesn't matter, but use it capital, just follow. DB8 colon, ACAD colon, the on the left side, the network, this one, you can see 2001 DB8 ACAD 1, the network is A, isn't it? So you must put A. Okay, but there is no host. You can see that colon nothing. Okay, it's actually colon 0 lah. But I don't put 0. No need to put 01 lah. You put 0 also can, but it's actually 0 0 0 0. It's actually 0 colon 0 colon 0 colon 0. Actually, it's this now. Actually, it's this. Okay, this is the host. But since it is 0, you don't need to put anything. Just put colon represent everything in between is a 0. Yeah. Okay, you must tell them where is the network. The first 4 is a network, isn't it? Your 2008 DB8 ACADA. This is your network, right? 8 DB8. This is your network. 1, 2, 3, 4, this is the network. So that's why you have 4 times 16 is 64, isn't it? The first 4 hectare is your network. This is 64. Yeah. Okay. So now you tell them, number 1, this is your network. Number 2, you have not defined any host inside here. So you must tell them that you're using EUI. You must tell them, no, you're using EUI 64. Okay. So you must tell them, I'm using EUI. Okay. EUI 64 dash I dash 64. You must tell them that. The reason, first of all, you tell them 64 here represent your network. Your EUI 64 tell them to create automatically a host for your router. Ask them to create for you. Okay, that is what the EUI 64 is about. So you must tell them. That's why I put here for you to show you. No, yeah, isn't it? I put here for you to show you, right? Okay, yeah. Once you've done that, just press enter. Done. Yeah.
Hold on.
Yep.
I just need to finish up some
No problem. It's okay. I wait for you.
IPVs.
I know when you're looking at my screen a bit small, a bit small, because you're looking at the MS Team. I don't know whether it will be bigger like that. Does it help?
Hold on, sir. I just need
Yep.
to
Yes.
take
okay.
a photo of this
Mm.
thing. Hold on. Good.
Okay. Now, the moment you created a port with the IP address, it will never turn on just like IPv4. You must always issue a no shutdown, right? You must tell them no shut. Same thing. IPv4 do this, IPv6 also must do this. Okay, you must turn it on. So done. Yeah. So the G01 is done. Now we're gonna do the top part here. The top here, this part. We're gonna do this part. Okay. This part is interface S001, isn't it? This phase is S01, right? Okay. Tell them we're gonna do interface S001. Yeah. Same thing. But in this case, we are not using EUI 64 because I put 1 there. Can you see? So you're going to, statically, you're going to put in address here. Yeah. No need EUI 64 because after all, there's only 2 routers connecting, very straightforward. So normally they don't bother using EUI when you're using straightforward connection. Okay. Serial to serial, 2 router only. Yeah. So let's put FC, okay, IP address, IPv6, V6, and IP address. FC00 in between all 0, okay? So colon 1. 1 represent here right at the end, it means the host number is 1, okay? And you must tell them where is the network. The network is actually the first 64 bit. Yeah, same thing. Always 64 one. IPv6, we always use 64. Okay. If you are wondering, do they use 32? Hardly lah. You can also, but you already have so many addresses, right? Why you want to change? Why do you want to make it to after all your 60 hosts, your host and your IP and your network address is the same, okay? Balance up. So you have 64, more than enough. So no need to make it smaller or bigger. Yeah. Leave it at 64. Okay, same thing, you need to issue a no shutdown. No shut. Issue no shut. The IPv6 address. Yeah. Okay. No shut.
So I think you put an accidental 1 at the FC00.
Yeah, did I put something? Yeah, no wonder. That's why I was
Yeah, you put extra one.
error.
So.
I think
Yeah,
it's because the FC001. I think it's just supposed to
Yeah.
be FC00.
Because you know what? Yeah, I was wondering how come there's incomplete command, because there's more than you can't have more than 16 bit, right? Yeah. I was wondering what happened to the incomplete command. because of the one there. Yeah. Okay. Check again, please. Everybody, thanks. Kit. FC00 colon 1. 64. Just double check. Okay. No shot. Yeah. No shot. Yeah. Okay. Also.
Hold on, I just need to see the.
It's FC00, not FC001.
IPv6.
Yeah. Okay. And no shot, done. So your router number 1 finished.
Hold on, is that a 1 at the end of the
Oh yeah, there's a 1 at the end.
SC001?
FC00, no 1, no 1. Can you see? Yeah, I made the correction here. No 1 then. Redo again, please.
Okay.
You must put in the address carefully. The moment you miss one, like I did here, because so many number, I also can't see in the end. The moment you miss the number, it will not work because they can't find that correct address. Is it okay, Sean? Done?
Yes.
Okay. Now I'm closing this. I'm going to router number 3. Yeah, router 3 now. Moving on to router 3. Yeah, everybody. So let's move to router 3. Okay. Same thing. Go to your router. CLI. Answer no. Okay. Let's start. A lot to change here. Enable. Config D. These are on the owner. Y'all can do yourself. Okay. Change the host name. Change the host name to host name to R3. R3. Yeah. Okay, we can start. You must tell the router I'm using IPv6 routing, so you must tell them I'm using IPv6 routing. IPv6 unicast unicast routing. Enter. Okay. Must do this. You only do it once only. The moment you turn it on, can. That's it. Yeah, you don't have to every time you change, you need to turn it on again, no need. You just do it once only. The more you turn it on the IPv6 routing, it will work. Okay. Just like your what do you call that now? Your a multi-layer switch, IP routing, you must tell them your IP routing, right? You must turn it on, okay? Or else they are you don't tell them IP routing, they are doing as MAC address. So if you want your multi-switch to also do routing using IP addressing, you must turn it on, okay? So in this router is IPv4, but you must turn it on for if you are using IPv6 using the command IPv6 unicast routing. All right, we're going to use the first interface first on the right. Same thing. We're going to do this first. Okay, we're going to put this address into your R3. Okay, so interface. This is interface G01, isn't it? Interface G01. Key in the IP address, please. IPv6. IPv6. The address in this case is okay, 2001. Help me to check if I key in wrongly. DBA, ACAD. Now this site is the network is B, right? Because the site is A, so this site is B. And host number, I again the same thing. I'm not going to key in any host number. The reason I'm not going to key in any host number because I'm using. You must tell them you're using EUI 64. You must tell them that. Okay. All done. Okay, press enter. Once it's done, press enter. Oh, did I miss something? Alamak. IPv6 address, ADD, RESS. Yeah, I missed the address, huh? Hey, are y'all looking at my, I came wrongly, but I'm very sure y'all looking at your own, right? So which is good, yeah, okay. No shut, make sure you turn on no shut to turn it on. Your all support is not working, up, yeah. Okay, key in the address on this side, S000. So now we're going to do the S000, interface S000. Okay. The address is FC00, FC00, IPv6 address. Okay. FC00. What else? Colon 2 on this side is 2, isn't it? FC002. So I'm doing this port now. FC002. The network is 64. Same thing. Network is 64. Okay, just tell them. Okay, now remember this side you can see there's this is a DCE. This is your provider. Provider is the one, depending how much you pay. You pay more, I will give you a faster clock rate, right? You pay less, I give you a slower clock rate, isn't it? That's how you get that's how you get the clock rate. Okay, since you pay so much, okay, I'm going to give you a clock rate of 128 bits per second. Okay, clock rate, rate, okay, 128,000. Like I told you before, right? This clock rate, if you don't do anything, by default, Cisco will give a clock rate of 2 million bits per second. 2 million, but I think it's 2 million. 2 million. Okay, since we have a clock rate here, let's say in the PA1 or PA2, they ask you for the clock rate, you must put this. Don't take for granted that you don't need to do, okay? I know that you don't need to do also work, but you need to do because according to the PA, they give you a clock rate, you must key it. Yeah. Okay, I can check all this one. You don't pay, I can check. No shut. Okay, issue no shut, please. So the moment you can see, the moment issue no shut, these two are talking to each other. Can you see or not? You ping each other, it will work. Okay, you try lah. You can try to ping FC00. Okay. Ping. Don't know whether I need to key that. Okay, let my FC 00. See whether it will work. Yeah. Oh no. So get it from get out from the configuration first. Yeah. Ping. FC 0 colon 1. Yeah, okay. So router 3 can ping router 1, router 1 ping router. I'm very sure router 1 can ping router 3, it'll be 100%. You just test it. Make sure you're all there. Yeah. Question, anyone? Okay, yeah. So okay, first there are a few things right now you need to check already, so that okay, I want you to do a show interface again. I want you to do a show interface of because this one you're using EUI 64. Okay, so I want you to show the interface of this interface and see whether they give you an IP address here or not. Yeah. So this is show SHOW inter show interface. G0 1. Yeah. Okay. I want you to do this first, everybody. Yeah. Let me see whether they give an IP address. Make it longer. to see your MAC address. In fact, I want to see your MAC address. Okay. Now you can see your G01 MAC address is this. Let's see. Yeah, your MAC address is here. Can you see? This is your MAC address. Yeah, your MAC address are only only 48 bits only, so you need to add another 16 actually. That's why your MAC address, they make use of your MAC address to create your EUI64 here in the end. Okay, so you will notice they will make use of this address to key in your address here. It should be 2007 ECFE:FE FE06 and then your B202. So this address is going to be added into your host, this one. So it's good that you take note of this MAC addresses, okay? Maybe my MAC address is this. Maybe you like to take note of your MAC address, okay? Yeah, take note of your MAC address. I write down my MAC address first. Take note of this. Take note of your MAC address, okay, of your PC. So this is 0007 EC06 and B202. Take note of yours, your own MAC address, okay? Right? Your MAC address and mine very likely may be different. Just take note of yours, please. They will make use of this MAC address to create your host address. Okay, right? They make use of your MAC address to create your host address. Actually, they use this to create the link local address, but the link local address will be added into your host address. So it's the same thing. So they actually make use of your MAC address to put it into your, in the end, you will put it into your host address. Yeah? Say okay? Yeah? All right, that's one thing. Yeah, we just take note of R3 will do. Okay, now I want you to go back to PCA, everybody. Go back to PCA. Now in the PCA, I want you to go into your physical connection. Do you notice your physical connection? Make it bigger for you. Go to your PCA, please. In your physical connection, they tell you, okay, the IPv6 request successful now. Can you see? Okay, do you notice this or not? Do you notice that your host address, your host address of your host address of your PCA, of course you have 2001. Now look very carefully. I'm going to make it lower. I'm going to break it down for you. Okay, y'all must observe. Now see very carefully. This is your network. Your network is 2001 DBA ACADA, isn't it? Do you see that your IPv6, your net address is the same as this? It must be the same one because the net address must follow, right? So you can see 2001 DBA ACADA. Can you see? Your host address 2001 FAFFFE08. You can see that they actually took this took the host address of the link local and put it into your IPv6 address. Do you see that? So they actually put it inside here now, literally. So the first part is your net address here. Okay, this one. The second part, your host address, they take it from your link local address. That's how they create your IPv6 address. Must know in the exam they ask you how do you get these A, B, C, D. You must know where it come from. Yeah. Okay. Question? Come on, ask me again before I move on. I just put it here for you.
Sorry,
I
can
repeat. Okay. Now you must know. Okay, this one they will ask you in the exam where do they get the IPv6 address from? You have to know. They will ask you. Now, can you see your IP? Now I told you your IPv6 address is actually SLAC, right? Auto configuration, isn't it? How do they get this address from? Where did they get this address from? Number one, the first part, your network, 2001 DBA ACDA, this is what we derive, right? You remember just now we went to the router, we put in the network, isn't it? IP address and then put in the network, remember, right? We actually do this. So your 2001 DBA ACDA, we put in the router. Your router address for G01 is here. What you put in will appear for the first four part, okay? 2001 DBA ACDA. Can you see that? First part, yeah. Okay. But now this is your network. Remember, this is your network. If you can't remember just now, we actually did if you go to your router again, okay. I remember we key in in your router, we actually key in your IPv6. I put in enable, I put in a config T, if you remember, sorry, we forgotten. And then I put in the IPv6 address, right? Then I put in this address, isn't it? I put in this address, right? 2001 DBA AC. You remember I put this address here, isn't it? Right? So this address you're specifying on the network here. And of course, if you put a network here, your PC must follow the network address, isn't it? Right? Your PCA must take this network address, of course. Yeah, take this address. This one, which is of course under your if I use an auto configuration, they'll come out here, your auto configure. This is a network, 2001 2001 DB8 ACADA. Can you see the first part? Yeah. So the second part, is actually, if you look very carefully, 2002 in fact it's 2D0, right? 2D0 58FFFE0. Where did they get this from? This one is actually get from your link local address. This one is actually get from it. You notice that this part and this part is the same, the second part. They actually grab this and then they put it here. The 2DO, they actually grab from the link local address, everything from the last four, they put it into your address of your IPv6 address. In other words, the IP address of your link local, the host address of your link local address is also the host address of your IPv6 address. Also the same. It's the same thing. Yeah, they just copy it and then they just put it inside there. If you're using SLAAC, okay, if you're using SLAAC, that's what they do. Of course, if you use static, they don't do it lah. But if you use auto, they will copy this and then they put it into the host address of the link local address is also the host address of the IPv6 address. It's the same. Yeah. So you can see A done. Now B, so if I ask you B, now B, remember that the network here is 2001 DBAAC ACAD B, isn't it? Of course, if it's B, your this side must be B, yeah. You look very carefully, okay? You look same thing, again successful. IPv6 request successful. You see, 2001 DBA ACAD, can you see it's B, right? Okay, because you just like you define, you put into the router, you tell the router this one is B. So that's why you appear here B. Okay, so the host address is also taken from the link local address. You notice this one and this one is exactly the same. You notice? Yeah. So they just copy from here, cut and paste, literally cut and paste. They will just use the link local address and put it into your IPv6 address. But in the end, if the exam asks you, where do they get this address from? The answer is from the MAC address of the device. MAC address, okay? All right. So this is the MAC address. This is the MAC address of the PC. Your router also automatic EUI64, isn't it? Your router also have the own host address, also get from the MAC address of the own router of itself. Okay, same thing. I hope it's clear. Yeah. Okay. I'm the time is 1:16. Let's go for a 5-10 minutes break. Okay, 5-10 minutes break while you absorb yourself as to understand what I've just mentioned to you. Okay, 5 minutes, 5-10 minutes. Now it's 1:16. Come back by 1:26. Okay, all of you, 1:26. Short break while you absorb what I've just mentioned. 1:26. Come back by 1:26, please. Okay, I just saw your conversation. I didn't see your conversation now. Like Dion, okay now, Dion, you. Your PC don't have that. Yeah. Wuxing, please tell her what to do, please. Okay, wait, I saw my mistake. Did I put in the command? Did you put in this command? I did. Mang Hong, I did already. I put in instead. Oh, I see. Okay. Okay, this command apply only to DCE. What command? For those, what command? This cloud rate. Yeah, talking about cloud rate. Cool. I got this message. Let me see. For this, for this, do I pick auto config? Same. Auto config. Auto configuration for both PC. Okay. Okay. Machine. Yes, I configure that. If I don't have, you click on static and then click auto. Wow, clever lah you, machine. Clock rate I cannot change. Can change now. For those, you if you cannot change the clock rate, maybe you never choose that wire. You didn't choose the clock rate wire. You must choose the clock rate wire. Okay, for those, you must choose the correct wire. Like the cabling. If you choose this cabling, you cannot change. You must choose this one with the clock. Yeah, and the clock must put inside here. Not R1. But you must put in R3. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, you must put in because I think you choose the wrong wire first of all. So you must choose this wire and then the wire must start from here. If you even though you choose the correct wire but you put here, you try to put in the clock rate also cannot work. Yeah. So you must put from here. Okay. Can try again for those. Dior, I presume you're okay already, Dior? Yeah. You know when I doing typing, I cannot see your message. Yeah. Okay, try that again. Yeah. Justin, go correct. Clock rate 128. Correct, Justin. Beautiful lah. 128 beats per second. Let's check on the router. Yeah. Okay. Okay. One more minute. Let me start. There are a few questions that you need to answer later on. So probably we'll do it slowly. Because ipv6 you must understand. The moment you understand once, after that, subsequently all the lab that we do, you will be able to follow. If you don't get this, the rest you don't know what you're doing. So we do slower. Okay, the time is 1:26, so we shall start. I want you to go to PCA, everybody. Go to PCA, and I want you to do what am I talking about? How come? Okay, do a IP config all, please, everybody. IPv6 IPv6. Okay, you cannot say IP config. Don't know whether it will work or not. IP, does it work? Oh, okay. Let's see whether it works. Cannot. You must use IPv6, I think, or else it will not show you anything. ipv6 config. Just check. Yeah, correct. You need yeah. You need to type ipv6 config or else it will not work. Okay. If you use IP config, we all know that this is the IPv4, isn't it? If you use IP config, you notice that they're all zero. Notice they're all zero. Why? Because what you're looking at is actually IPv4 configuration. That's why everything's zero. Yeah, you don't see anything. Your IPv6 also nothing, because they are looking at your IPv4. So you must use a IPv6 config, or you must use this. Yeah. Okay. Okay, Firdaus, your problem solved already. Okay. Now you can see that when you do this, you have your IPv6 configuration. Okay, everybody do your own IPv6 please. I'll show you how what is this thing. Yeah. Okay. You can, all right. Now, if you do it, look, okay, once you have seen yours, look at mine also. Now, you can see that my link local address, is the same. Link local address of the host is the same as the host of the IP address. You notice it's the same. They just copy over only. This and this just copy over. Yeah, they just copy over from this one. 2D0, your link local address, 2D0, copy over from here. But this one is actually derived from here. No, do you know or not? They actually derive from your MAC address. So how come you have 00D058085819? How do you take this and make it into this? How do you take this and make it into this? I'm going to show you, okay? I'm going to copy this. I'm going to show you how they do it. They will ask you the exam. You must know, okay? I'm going to show you how they use the MAC address and make it into IP address, okay? How do you make a MAC address into an IP address of 2D058FFFE08? So I'm going to show it to you. So I'm going to copy this and you all just watch, okay? Put it into my, I'm going to put it here. Okay, I delete all this. I don't need this already. I'll copy this. Yeah, right click, paste. Okay, how do I make it into, now this is your MAC address of the PC, right? How do I make it into a host address? The MAC address become the host address. What they do is this. Now you can see that host you need 4, isn't it? 64, right? But I only have 48 only. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 1. I have 2. I have 3. Okay, you can see only 3, but host address you need 4, isn't it? All right. What do? What they do that they split in between. You see, they put this, they split in between. I split in between. What they do is they add in FF here, FF. Okay. I make it capital letter they make it FF, and then colon. They make F E here. Yeah. So they actually add 2 here, 2 on the left, 2 on the right. Okay, what did I do? Wait, paste, okay. They add in the FF. They put, first of all, they divide into 2 first, okay. They put in the FF on one side. FF on one side. On this side, they put in FE, okay. They put in FE on this side. And then in between, just put a dot, just put a dot. Then you have 4 already, Can you see that? Okay, they put a dot. All right, so you have 4 already. You have 1, 2, 3, 4. You notice? Okay. And then the first one, the 0, actually what they do is they change one of the 7-bit. What they do is change a 7-bit. The moment you change a 7-bit from 0 to 1, it become a 2. Okay, so this one become a 2 actually. This become a 2. So become 20 D0 FAFF 20 D0 FA 58FF FE08 E819. This number is the same number as your host address. Do you notice that? Oh, sorry, because it's a 7-bit. 1, 2, 3, 4 is actually 02. Yeah, 02. 02. Yeah. because it's 7-bit. 4-bit here, the next 7-bit is here, so it's actually 02 over here. Why do you get it? Because the first one is 0000 4-bit, right? The next one's supposed to be a 0, isn't it? They actually changed from just now was 0000, right? They change it to the 7-bit, which is this one. They change it into a 1. The moment you change to 1, this one become a 2. So this one represents 2, okay? So this address, you notice, I'm going to put it here. You notice that exactly this is your MAC address. 02D058FFFE08E819. Do you notice that? Okay. So this one is actually your MAC address. This one, your host address or your IP address actually derived from your MAC address, which is of course also your link local address lah. Yeah. Okay. So your link local address, get it from the MAC address, and then this one just copy into your IP address. Okay. Must know this, this one must know. Yeah. I know it's a bit heavy. I hope I'm very sure you can manage. Question? Can somebody? Let me look at question. Anybody? Nobody ask any question. No question. Okay. Yeah. Back to this again. Sure. Nobody. No. You need me to speak again. Say again.
I stuck at step 4.
Yeah. I'll show. You're talking about. You're talking about the link local address and the MAC address, is it? Which one you want to say again?
Disable IPv4 and enable IPv6 PC network interfaces. The previous step that I kind of confused.
The previous step. Oh, you're talking about the ping. Is it ping IP config? IP config.
Yeah, the one that you need to change.
Are you talking about? Are you talking about this one? Let me see. Are you talking about this one? This one,
No. Before that.
Before that, are you talking about this one? Is it to see your configuration? You need IPv6 config.
Before that.
Command is this. Before that, which one?
The one that
which one?
the what the note, it says that step 4, disable IPv4 addressing and enable IPv6 SLAS.
Oh, on the PC, is it?
Yeah, on the
PC. On your PC, nothing to do actually. You just have to do this. Inside your IP config, you don't have to do anything except to click auto only. That's all.
Oh, okay.
Nothing to do anything. No need to do anything. In fact, on top here, can you see this is your IPv4, right? This one, can you see my screen or not?
Yes, I can see.
Okay, this one, no need to care already. You don't have to bother anymore. You just have to make sure that below is automatic. Why is it right now they're looking at this? Why? Because number one, your router is actually IPv6 unicast addressing already. Because remember, in your router, you must type in the IPv6 unicast addressing.
Yeah.
Can you remember? Yeah. So the moment your router, in your router, the moment you issue this command, which who is that? Manhong just mentioned to me. Hey, did you do your IPv6 unicast or not? Which is this one? Config enable. I'm enable first, okay? Yeah. Config T. You must issue your IPv6 unicast routing. You must tell them IPv6 unicast. You must type this. You must type this. The moment you type this, automatically the router will be using IPv6. They will not use IPv4 anymore.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
Yeah, okay. Clear. Thanks.
Sorry, just sneezed. Is it okay?
Yeah.
Need to do it. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Wong.
No problem. I go back to I want you to look at your notes, everybody. Look at your notes. I think right now we come to the question already, isn't it? Right? Am I right? Let me see. Okay, you need to answer this question. First one. Yeah, okay, you need to answer this. Now, based on your network implementation and the output of the config, or did the PCA receive IPv6 addressing information from R1? What's the answer? Based on your network implementation when you use IPv6 config all, right? Command, did the PCA receive IPv6 addressing or not? Have or not? Hello? Where is my... Well, what's the answer? I don't know. I wonder whether you are there or not. No. You have or not? Then your IPv6 or your PC will have IPv6 addressing. So the answer is yes, right? Yes, yeah, your IPv6 addressing. Can you see? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the answer is yes. How come you can receive the addressing IPv6 addressing using what? Using what? Using what method? How come you can get this address? Using what method? You look at the front page of your lab. What did it say? Your IPv6 address. What method did they use? You look at the front page of your lab work. Can you see the first page? Your PCA NIC, your PCA NIC IPv6 addressing. What method did they use for your PCA to get the automatic configuration? They're using SLAC, right? Right. So the first answer, based on your network implementation, did the PCA receive IPv6 addressing? The answer is yes. Yes, yes. Answer is yes. Using what? Using using SLAAC. This answer. Using the state, they call it the stateless auto configuration. Okay, the first answer. Second answer, what is the PC global unicast IPv6 address? This address, I'm talking about this. Your PC, your global unicast address is the same as your public address. You know, your computer, if you're using IPv4, there's always a public address, isn't there? Which is routable. That means it can actually go out of the internet, right? Routable. Your public address is the same as your global unicast address of your IPv6. Just use a different name only lah. But this is your public address of your PV6. So the answer is depending on what you have lah. So you don't then copy mine, you must copy yours. Copy your address of the PCA into question number B. What is the PCA global unicast IPv6 address? This is the one. This one. Copy this down, please. All done? Yeah, copy first. I wait for you. Copy this, please. The second one.
I need to go pee.
Oh yeah, go ahead. I wait for you. Come back, please. Tell me when you're returned. Sean, are you back, Sean? Sean,
Yes, I am back.
you're back already, yeah? Okay. Now, the next question, next question. what is the PCA link local PCA link local address? Okay, go back to this again. Where is it? Go to your link local address. Your your PCA link local address, this one. How do they get this link local address of your PCA? How do they get this address of the PCA? How do they get this? The link local address, now you know, right? The link local address, your host address, okay, is actually derived. First of all, they have this FEX0, okay. Now this FEX0 is actually the link local network of your router. They actually get it from the router. This one. After they get it from the router, they add their own MAC address into their link local address of the own PC. Okay, so this local address, this one I told you already, just now, they derive from the MAC address, isn't it? Right? So that question asks you, what is the PCA link local IP address? You don't really need to type in, you just have to tell me that it actually derived from the MAC address. Okay, so the PCA link local address is derived from the MAC address. Okay, so you don't need to tell me what they are, but you need to know that they are actually from their own MAC address. Okay. Copy this now, please. So the link local address, 2D0 is actually derived from the own MAC address. Yeah. So far, okay. Six. Yeah. Copy this one first. Copy your own, okay? I'll go and see something first. Just a moment. G01. Hold on now, let me copy it first, okay? Okay, yeah. So, okay, go back to this again. Okay. All right. The next question they ask you is, all right, what is the this one, what is the PCA default gateway IPv6 address? Now, your default address, if you remember, if you look at your IPv4 on top, okay, default gateway for IPv4 address is your router address, right? Default gateway of the IPv6 also must be the router address, same thing, but there is a slight difference there. Number one, you notice that it start with FEX0, right? Okay, FEX0 actually is the link local address of the router, the network, okay? This is the link local address network of the router. Now, the host address of your router, this is your router, no? Your router is 200.163.FF, same thing. If you remember just now when we did this, you remember we did this host address, okay? 2001 DBA ACADA, your host address is empty. But when you use EUI 64, they will actually take that address of the router, and then they will put it into the host address become the host address of the router. So this host address of the router is actually this one. It's actually this one, which your PC must point to your router, which is the host address of the router lah. Okay, how do you get this address? Can you remember I told you about the MAC address, right? How do they get MAC address and put it inside here and then change it into the whole address? By using the method which I showed you just now. Using this method, you know the split into two, isn't it? Split into two, then you put FF8, FFFE in the middle, then you change the 7-bit to 2, and then you have this stuff. They have 20163. This is the one. This is the one which is derived from here, okay, which is your router address. Yeah. So this one will point to the router address. So the question asks you, what is the PCA default gateway of the IPv6? Okay, the answer is it is the router default link local. First of all, the answer is this, okay? Because there are two parts, right? The address, that there are 4 parts in front, 4 parts behind, isn't it? So the first 4 part is actually the router. The first part is a router default link local address, which is FE08 link local. Okay, and then the second part is the router host address. Yeah, so that's the answer for D. What is the PCA default gateway IPv6? The default IPv6 address actually taken from the router. The router host address, this one, is actually which is actually this one, is actually this one, this one here. Okay, all right. When you're using EUI64, I told you that host address is not here. So they make use of the MAC address of the router and then put it inside here, which is the host. And this address is actually this address. They put it into your default gateway of your PC. That's why your PC will know. Also, PC know PC know which one to go, what address to take. They'll take the host address of your router, right? Your host address of the router is actually this one at the end of the EUI64, which is this one, yeah. Which is also this one. Which is also this one. This is the one. The last 4 hectare. Okay. Okay, now I want you to ping everybody. Let's try. Okay, close this. I want you to ping PCA. Now they ask you to ping PCA to the default gateway. See, can or not? Now you ping, you go to your PCA. Okay. Now the problem is because right now the addressing is so long. Well, you don't know what to ping. So this is a default gateway, right? What you can do, see whether I can use. Okay, cannot. Okay, copy this, and then ping this. Okay, so I'm going to put this. Copy this, everybody. Copy your own default gateway, please. Copy your own default gateway. So my default gateway is FE80, which is a router address, router link local address, right? And your router host address. Mine is 201:63 FF colon FE 4E colon D902. Okay, I want you to ping this address. Mine is this. You don't go and ping mine, like go and copy yours. Okay, copy your gateway. You're supposed to copy your gateway. See your PCA can go to your gateway or not. If your PCA cannot go to the gateway, something is wrong, of course. Okay, so you do a ping. Okay. Ping FE80 colon 201 colon 63 FF colon FE4E E4E colon D902 D902. Yeah. Okay, you should get reply. Like you can see a reply there. Yeah, you should receive the reply. So in this case, you can see that, all right, when there's a reply, it means that yeah, I can connect to a router, isn't it? Right? So from here to here, okay, now I can ping already. So from here to here, all okay. I am very sure the same thing, if you ping from this one to this one, it should be okay. Just now we already pinged from router 1 to router 3, right? It's okay. So right now there is a connection of your whole network already. There's a connection. But if you try to ping from PCA to PCC, I'm very sure you know that it will not work. Why? Because the PCA, the moment you reach here, it doesn't know where to go. Okay, because it doesn't know that over here there is this connection. There is a PCC, isn't it? There is no connection. Your router doesn't know there is a connection in a router here, doesn't know this connection. So the moment you ping, you reach here, your router actually doesn't know where to go already. So your ping will not work. Okay. Likewise, if you try to ping PCC to PCA, it will not work because router 3 also doesn't know where is your router 1 at this stage. Okay, beyond router 1 rather. So far, okay. Yeah. I let you copy everything, let you singing. Okay. Okay. Let me see. Yeah. Okay. Let me look at your. Can you see you have one question? Let me see. You have one question that asks you. Okay. View the Can you see this question or not? View the IPv6 routing table from R1. Can you see that? Do you have it? Are you looking at that question? Can you see the question? I don't know what are you seeing that one? Let me see. Let me download this, and I don't know what you're seeing. Let me download this. Okay. I've done this already, right? I've done this already, isn't it? Okay. Am I doing? So I've done it already. Finish this. Okay. And what is that? I've done this already, right? Okay. Okay. The next question, E. Oh, there's an E. Okay. You must answer this question. Yeah. From PCA, you're supposed to ping to the gateway. I told you to write down the address, right? Did PCA receive the reply from a router? The answer is yes. The answer is yes. Okay, this one, yes. Okay. Repeat step 5A to PC. Step 5A from PC. Did PC receive the IP addressing from router 3? The answer is also yes. Yeah. So what is the PC global address? All this you key yourself. This one same thing. You just do it yourself. Okay, this one. This one is a PCC. This one you do it yourself. You do this yourself, please. Do this yourself. Do this yourself. What is this one is the same answer as PCA, same thing, just repeat the same thing, just copy down. You don't have to write down, just copy exactly the same answer. Yeah. Like for example, what is the PCC global unicast PC global unicast address? The PC global unicast address is the just write down, just copy from there, your own PCC. What is the PC link local address? Your PCC link local derived from the MAC address, right? It's the same thing, okay? Your PCC link local address is the same as a PCA link local address. PCC link local address derived from the PCC MAC address, okay? What is the PC default gateway IP address? The same thing, this answer is the same as this answer, just copy over, yeah? Did PCC receive reply from router 3? Answer is yes, yeah, okay? Now you're supposed to, at the end of it, attempt to ping A to C. Was the ping successful? The answer is no. Yeah, the answer is no. This one, answer is no. I'm doing this now, okay? Did they receive the address? The answer is no. Same thing, yeah. Why is it not successful? Why is it not successful? It's not successful because I'm doing the last one, K. All these G, from here, FGHIJ is the same as your A, okay, is exactly the same. It's the same as ABCDE. Your K, if you try to ping from PCA to PCC or PCC to PCA, was the ping successful? The answer is no. Okay, so I'm going to put down the answer here. Answer is no. Oops. Yeah, answer is no. Answer is no. Why is it they can't see? What's the reason?
Because we never put anything for the default one.
Yeah, very, very good. No, because the default routing is not set yet. No, because because the default routing is not configured yet. Okay, all right. So this is the answer. The default routing is not configured yet. This is the answer. A doesn't know, router 1 doesn't know what is beyond router 3. Router 3 doesn't know what is beyond router 1. So they cannot, that's why the two routers cannot see their own PC. Router 3 cannot see A, router 1 cannot see C. So you ping over, the ping will not go through because there's no default gateway. Yeah. Hey, y'all can tahan or not? Can tahan? Just do one more, then we try
I'll
again. Can okay, the last part, I don't know whether you can tahan seriously. Now the last part, I'm going to close this first. I am going to, this one we don't need already. I'm going back to my Cisco. Yeah. Yes.
Question G and I just put nil.
Yeah, okay, that's good. You ask me question, I answer you. Yeah. Okay, G and I, is it? G,
Yeah.
G, Okay, G, they ask you what is the PC local unicast address, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, do the same thing as just now as A. Just now I wrote a router. Your PC global unicast address is actually your router network address. Your router network address. Did I put it for you just now? I thought I did, right?
Sorry.
I can yeah, maybe I write it down for you again. Never mind. I write it down for you again.
Alright.
The answer is this. Okay, just now. For G, it will, now your G will be your router network address. Okay, network address. And then network address and plus the what is the PC global unicast and plus the link local address. Yes, plus the link local address. Plus the link local address. Your router net address and the link local address. So let's see what is this, okay? Your PCC, go back to your PCC first. PCC, okay. Yeah, this is your router address. Do you notice that? Can you see this? Your now I'm doing your PCC. In your PCC, what is the address of the address of the PCC? Okay. First of all, they will take the network address, which is the router address. Your network address is your router address here, right? They will take the network address, B, and then the second part of the address is actually your link local address. You notice that? This one is actually the same as this, isn't it? So so you should put it is your router, it is your network. Don't use the router okay? Use a network address. It is a network address plus the link local address. That is your G. This is your G. It is the network address plus the link local address of the PC.
Alright.
What is the next question? For now, is it? What's the next question? G and what? K.
G and I.
G H I. Okay, what
Same
is
one,
the
right?
PC? What is the PC default IP address? The PC default IP address is actually the router link local address and the router MAC address. So it's the same as A. Same
Oh,
as
okay,
A.
okay.
Yeah. So
Oh,
it will,
okay, okay.
but of course it's router 3 lah. So it's a router link local address plus the router is it plus the router MAC address plus the router MAC address. That is your your gateway. The gateway always points to the router, ma. So they will take everything from the router. So it is number one, it is a router link local address, and after that they'll take the router MAC address. Of course, the MAC address is taken from the UI64, the UI64 MAC address. You know they use a UI to derive the MAC address, right? From the MAC address to derive it into the IP address. So they take from here. That is your I. This is the same as A lah, same as A. You just copy the same thing as A.
All right.
Okay.
Thanks, Mr. Wong.
Any other question?
No.
Okay. Anyone? Anyone else? You have a lot to absorb, this one. I thought don't do everything. Do everything now. Do everything now. You're difficult for you to understand. So I want to do the last part. I want you to do the last part. You make sure you save your work, okay? We continue tomorrow, okay? Now I want you to do the last part. The last part is, let me see, what is the last part? Before we continue tomorrow, so where are we? Why and why not? Okay, IPv6, this one not important here. Okay, the last part, you're supposed to view the IPv6 route, right? Is there a question there? To show your IPv6 route? Let me see. Okay. Show. Okay. Step 6 is it? Step 6. Let me see. Check. 6A. Check the status. Okay, this one no need. This one no need. Let me see. Show interface no need. What are the two? Okay, this one no need. Okay, I want you to do B for me. This one. I want you to do this for me. This part. Do this for me. A no need to do lah. A. Yeah. Do for me this part. You're supposed to see why is it that A cannot talk to C and C cannot talk to A, right? So you run the command called show IPv6 route. Okay. You run this command under PC router 1 and router 3. So go back to router 1 and router 3. Okay. Everybody go to router 1, please. All right. Enable. Okay. Show. You cannot say IP route. You must show IPv6 route. Okay. IPv6 route. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. This is important. Yeah. Now I'm looking at router number 1. Now the first one is C, right? C means directly connected a network, right? So A, you can see A. This is A. This is 2001. This one is A. Yeah. This is A. 2001 dba ACA. This one isn't it? So they can actually see this network. Okay. Of course, this one L 2001. This one is your router address. Okay. Your router address essentially start from one after A. You have this, isn't it? So this is your router address. Okay. So C they can see. The second C, where's the second C? Your directly connected network is FC00, isn't it? This one, isn't it? So there are only 2C. You can see there are only 2C. Your router can see here. Your router can see here. What does it mean? Your router cannot see this side because there's no static route. You have not done the static route here yet. Likewise, for this router number 3, router number 3 can see this one, can see this one. You have 2C also lah. But if router C can only see this and this, router C cannot see this one, cannot see beyond router 1. That is why if you try to ping A to C or C to A, your ping will never pass through. The moment you reach here, it doesn't even know where to go already, okay? Because you don't know, supposed to go up from here, then you will come here, isn't it? So you will just stop here now. Same thing if you ping from C to A, your ping will stop here. You will not continue because it doesn't know where to go at this stage, okay? That is why you try to ping, it will not work. So the answer for question C, in what way does the router table output reveal why you are unable to ping PCC from PCA or PCA from PCC? Why? Because there's, you just answer because there is no static or default route. Because you have not done any static or default route yet. So the answer is, back to this again, the answer is, can't ping from PCC to PCA because there is no static or default route. Okay, you have not done this yet. We have not. I can't ping from PCA to PCC to PCA because there is no static or default route yet. Okay, there is no static route from either router to either side. Yeah, so this answer. Yeah. Wow, 2 hours. I almost died. Okay, now I'm going to stop here. Can you ask? I'm going to give you a question to ask me. Okay, ask me a question if you don't understand which part. Ask me a question, please. Which part that you don't understand? I'm going to stop. I'm not going to continue. Tomorrow we shall continue, but I'm going to give you some time to look at what I've just done, so that you can see when we continue tomorrow. You know what you're doing. No, if I continue, you also don't know. You might not know what I'm doing. Yeah. Anyone to ask any question you're not sure?
So I got a bit. So for the first bit is the router is the host address, right?
Oh, you're talking about how you convert MAC address to ping local address, right?
No,
MAC address to ping
just
local
like
address.
the first 64 bits and the last 64 bits, like the first
The first
64.
64 bit and the last 64 bit, right? Okay, continue, please.
The first one is the default, right? That means it's the host.
Okay, can you tell me which address you are talking about first? Because there's so many addresses. Which one? Are you talking?
IPv6.
Okay, you're talking about IPv6, how you derive the EUI64, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, very good. You're talking about how do you derive the EI64. Now let us do it together. Now can you see I want you to look at this. Who is this? Is it Firdaus?
No, it's Akid.
Akid. Now the rest also listen. Now can you see that I'm going to use this? I'm going to use this as an example. Is that okay? Is that okay, Akid?
Yeah.
Wait, I copy this one first. I'm going to copy this address. Okay. I'm going to copy this address for you. The rest can also see, okay? I know that you are confused with this. The rest can also see. I'm going to put down 2001 because the first one is you type in one. You derive it yourself. I'm going to call this address DB 2001 DB8 ACAD, right? ACAD A. Now this is the network address, right? Am I right? Actually, it's not A, it's actually 000A. But like I said, in IPv6, because 0 you don't need to put, so they make it shorter. They take away all the 0. So far, so good, Arcade.
Yeah.
Now your first 64, we all know that this is your network address. The second part of your network address, you can see that they never put, isn't it? Can you see they never put blank, right? You notice that? Why is it blank? Blank means is they take it as 0, 0, 0, 0. They take everything 0. Why they take everything 0? Because you don't put yourself. You are going to use EUI64 to put it for you. So far, so good.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay. I get it.
Okay. So if it's 0, I don't need to put at all. I don't need to put anything at all because it's all 0. So far, so good.
Yep.
Okay. Do you need me to continue or you understand already?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
I let others answer.
Okay. Anyone else can understand what I just did?
Also,
Double colon
Sorry,
first.
sorry.
Double colon
Say again?
first and slash 64.
Yes. Colon slash 64, correct. The moment I put 64 there, thank you, Justin. The moment I put 64 there, it means this is your network. They are this now the 64 is to tell the router this is your network. But apparently host is nothing, you can see there's no host. Why? Because I'm using EUI 64. How do you configure the host into the how do you configure EUI using the MAC address to convert into the host? Now I want you to look at the router. Okay, I'm going to take out the router host address. Just now when I do a show, when I do what I call that show interface, show interface G01, right? G01. I'm good. My G01, this is my router address. This is my router MAC address, okay? Router 1 MAC address. I'm going to copy down this just to show you, okay? My router 1 MAC address is this. My router 1 MAC address is this. This one, okay? So I'm going to copy down. I'm going to copy, right click. This is the MAC address of the router, right? This one, I'm going to copy that. I'm going to show you how they convert using the MAC address of the router, become the host address of the router. Okay, so I copy this down for you. I bring it down here. What am I doing? I bring it down here and I copy here. Okay, to show you how I put it into the host address. Okay, so I'm going to put it on top. This is the MAC address of my router. Paste. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to show you how I use this address to create the MAC address at the end, to create the host address at the end. Okay. Now this address, you can see MAC address only have how many? 48 bit only. 1, 2, 16, 32, 48. Okay. So what do? They actually split in between. What the EUI 64 is, they take the MAC address. They split in between. I'm going to split in between for you. Okay. Where how come I put the 4E? The 4E is there. 4 where? Because 4, just a moment. Okay, what they do is they split in between. Now half is here, isn't it? You can see the half of the MAC address is actually here. I'm going to put half first. Okay, half on the left, half on the right. So what they do is on the last half, they put FF. Okay, on this side, they put FE. They put FE. Okay, they put FE. So after that, they just have to put in the dot in between or colon in between. So yes, you have 64 already. 1, 2, 3, 4. Can you see that? 64 already, isn't it? So after that, what do? They have not finished yet. They actually convert the 7-bit from the beginning. You can see that the beginning is 0001, right? The first 0 is actually 1, 2, 3, 4. Is 0. The second bit is actually another 1, 2, 3, 4. The 7-bit is actually here now. This 0. So they actually change from 0 to 1. If you change from 0 to 1, this one become a 2, This is actually a 2. So that's why this one become a 2. This one become 201. It become 201. Okay. So what happened is this. They actually use this address. Okay. They copy. They use this address. I'm going to copy the whole thing. They use this address. Yeah. Copy. When they put it has a host address here. They put it at the end. Right here. Okay. Right click, paste. So this one becomes the host address. So they actually derive from the MAC address, okay, and then put it inside here. It becomes the host address of your router. That's how your EUI derive the host address using the MAC address. Do you understand? I hope you understand. I know that it's very confusing. Akid, okay now, Akid,
Yeah, I'm good.
maybe you can, for those who don't understand, you can approach Akid. Right now.
I'm available. Just hit me up.
All people understand, y'all can share, then you expand the understanding from 1 to 2, 2 to 4, 4 to 8. Then you all explain to each other. Okay, yeah. That's how they get your host address. Okay, yeah. Any other question? Okay, what I want you to do is this. I know it's very heavy today. It's absolutely heavy. I don't want to continue already. I will continue tomorrow. Okay. So remember right now, number one, you have to save your word. I'm going to save my word. Okay. I'm going to save my word. Save my word. I'm going to save it in the desktop. I'm going to say you have to save it because tomorrow we shall continue again part 2. And I'm not going to start everything all over again. I'm going to start from here. So you have to save your word now. Save your word first, everybody. I saved mine already. Replace. Okay, my save. Yeah. Override. Yes. Yeah. Can you save your word, please, all of you? This one, please save your word also because you are going to hang this up tomorrow. You are going to hang this up tomorrow. Please save your word. We are going to continue tomorrow doing part 2. We have finished the whole thing right now. We have finished the whole thing, but we still cannot ping A to C, C to A. Tomorrow we are going to do static routing. We're going to do static routing for router number 1 to C here. We're going to do static routing for R3 to C here. Okay. Once you do static routing, you can ping already. Okay. And static routing almost the similar as IPv4 but it's only the command slightly different only. We're going to do it tomorrow.